Well, hello, all you guys out there who have purchased one of these little mini excavators with the array of models out there. There's a few differences to them all, but back in June I bought this one, and it's a LY brand, LY WD01 model, and it's been an awesome little tool. I'm so impressed with the performance of it. Did change the oil right off the bat, and from pretty much from getting on the Facebook pages and learning a lot from all you guys, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to make a video just to point out a couple things that I learned about this one as far as changing the hydraulic fluid. So I wanted to show where it's located, because I had nobody was able to tell me how to change the hydraulic fluid. And I couldn't even figure out where the darn drain plug was. So, you know, hey, I'm not a mechanic, I'm a concrete guy by trade, but I guess you gotta just get in there and look around and learn on your own. So I did, and I want to point out a couple things. So let me show you close to where the drain plug is, and that way you get a better feel for being able to do it on your own with some confidence. So down here, so here on this whole reservoir is where the 5 gallons of hydraulic fluid go in. So you're sitting over top of it, and that silver, let's see here, right, let's see if I can, right there, that's the drain plug, and that takes a number 8, it's a number 8 hex set. And I have a mirror right there, so you can kind of see in that mirror, I'm moving that mirror, that's where the hex bolt drain plug is. And it's actually, if you use a socket with a short stubby like that, it's number 8, you can actually get in there pretty well. So now I want to point out to you a couple tricks about how do you get that to not drain all over your battery and everything else down there. So I'm going to give the phone back, and then follow me if you would. Going over back here. So, by the way, angle down and show them. I took some I took some telephone poles, and I made I had them cut down, and I made little risers for to be able to get underneath, so I can get underneath the middle area if I wanted to look and do any servicing. Just gets it off the ground a little bit more. So what I did was I took a piece of PVC and cut this notch off the back end, and if you come down in here and zoom in right here, I pop that up onto the battery, and then these awesome, here, zoom back out. So I take one of these rope ratchets. I don't know if you ever seen these rope ratchets. They're awesome. I could be a salesman for these rope ratchets. I hook that on, and then I hook that onto there, and that just kind of holds it in place. And once I pull that plug, it drains out to my bucket here, and you don't have to worry about getting well, I will say, once you get that drain plug off there, you got to have things in the way, because you can't have this tube up there. If you can come up with a better slick idea than that, to where you can keep a tube up there while you're taking the drain plug, kudos to you. But I was able to get it slid into place rather quickly right after that drain plug went off. But so I'll take the video from here, and I'll just kind of show. Thank you, hon. I want to show you a couple other things. So with draining that, I took the cap off to let some air flow to pull in. So this cap of the hydraulic fluid, it actually has a filter sleeve right inside here. It has a filter sleeve, and when you go to try to put a funnel in there and put your 5 gallons, I would stand up on this ladder and fill it in. It was just overflowing like crazy, because that filter in there was not letting it drain, or to go down in the reservoir quick. So I took one of these hex drives. It's a T15, and I went ahead and took the screws out, pulled that off, and as long as you're making sure that you don't get any debris in there, you're good to go. But then now you're able to fill that reservoir quickly without having any issues, and then pop that back on. And make sure when you screw them down, you're not screwing one totally tight and then another one. You do just little by little to tighten that rubber grommet nice and even and balanced so that it gets a good seal. But yeah, it's rather, once you understand what you have to do, totally super easy to change the hydraulic fluid on this thing. I was really pleased. There's where the little reader is on that. But great little unit. The one thing I will say I love about this is it's got the hydraulic cooler on the back. This whole back design is got an open cage, but it is heavy duty. I mean, this stuff is like, I'm really impressed with how heavy duty this thing's built. But the nice thing that compared to seeing like the AGTs, and I'm not knocking them, I'm sure they're great units, but I did hear from a lot of you people on Facebook posts that you're sitting on a little heater, and it just doesn't make sense to me to enclose this whole back off with an enclosed cap. So it really made a lot of sense the way this thing's designed to have the screened back. And I will say, I did change the air filter probably at about 20 hours. So I would always keep track of keeping that air filter clean so that it idles well. That I was noticing a weird sound when and I'm like, well, what's going on here? And I finally decided to check the air filter, and it was needing change. So, and by the way, yeah, these little graphics, I had to take the graphics off that came with it and name it myself, little Timmy. So the darn thing looks like a little kid's toy, so had to go that route and make little Timmy get in there and dig holes for us. So cool little unit. Just thought I'd share that hydraulic oil change tip with you. Hope that helps. I did end up using that ISO 46 medium, and I learned that from a lot of you guys on there. And I think there's was it AW 46, or I can't remember what the abbreviation you guys said, that a lot of you had the first initial ISO compared to AW or whatever it was. But I think this is perfectly fine. Actually, when I was running it, it did seem to be pretty smooth. A little bit, I could notice a little smoother in the movements. So pretty tickled. Hasn't given me a lick of problems since I've had it since back in June, and this is September. So great little unit. All right, I'm out.